Welcome to the Sonic Collective, a music podcast that explores a different album or musical concept each month, diving deep into its history, context, and impact on the music industry. Join our hosts, Alan, Scott, and Darren Scott, that's way too many Scotts, as they share their thoughts, insights, and personal connections to the music, inviting you, the listener, to discover new perspectives and appreciation for some of the greatest albums and music of all time.
Here we are on our second of 4 picks with our One Hit Wonder series, looking at artists and albums that were one-hit wonders, loosely meaning that the album had one or so big singles, then we likely never really heard from that band again. I've always liked the song You Get What You Give by New Radicals, bought the album when it came out, but I don't really remember listening to that album beyond the single, and have been listening to that single a lot recently. Then the Foo Fighters, in May 2023, announced that Josh Freese would be their new drummer. And while reading about him, I noticed that he played drums on 2 songs from New Radicals' album, Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too, and decided to make this my pick for the month and our One Hit Wonder series. The album was released on October 16th, 1998, and is essentially an album by lead singer Greg Alexander, who's the only person to play on all of the album's tracks. He enlisted a swath of session musicians, 28 I believe, to play instruments while recording, really making this an album of hired guns. The very successful single, You Get What You Give, charted high on most top 40 lists around the world. Then the band broke up in 1999. A second single, Someday We'll Know, was released shortly after the band called it quits, and the rest is history. Alexander released 2 solo albums previous to Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too. Both were commercially unsuccessful. He got a new record deal and threw everything he had at this one. The album received mostly positive reviews, has been compared in style to everything from Billy Corgan to Hanson, and has been listed on many best one-hit wonder lists. So, get in a comfortable spot, put on some kick-ass headphones or turn up a good stereo, and see if Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too is indeed just a one-hit wonder, or if there's more to this album than a flash in the pan. Enjoy.
Hey, thanks for joining us on the Sonic Collective, where we've explored the music, the history, and the impact of some of the greatest albums of all time. We hope you've enjoyed our discussions and gained new insights and appreciation for the music you and we love. Join us next month for another exciting album, and until then, keep listening to great music.